We have on test drive the brand new Geely Starray or Geely Starray. It's an SUV from Geely. Geely, it's a Chinese company, one of the biggest Chinese company, which own also Polestar, Volvo, Zeekr, Lynk & Co, and so on. So it's a well-established company. I talk a little bit more about it in a review video. So if you want to see the review video with this Geely Starray, definitely check out the other video on my channel, because there you can get a little bit more information about the car, technical data, interior, exterior, multimedia system, and also about the Geely as a company. Also guys, if you want to test drive this car, if you want to see it, if you want to buy it, if you are in Bucharest in Romania, definitely check out Neo Motors. I will leave the link in the description, also on the screen. They are super nice, they will help you with everything, so definitely check them out. Also in this video we will drive the car and I will give you my feedback on how it's on the road and what to expect from this Geely Starray. Exterior design pretty nice. I really like the exterior design. The front end is beautiful. The back is nice as well, not as nicest as the front end from my point of view, but overall it's a nice car with stands, and it's very spacious. So that's why I recommend you to check out the review to see how much space you have in the interior of the car. So practicality is very good. It comes with those 19-inch rims which look great on the car. We have brake discs on the rear, ventilated brake discs on the front. This is the key, by the way. Also it has a nice animation when you lock and unlock the car, which look pretty nice, but only on the front with the daytime running light, and the lights look really cool. But it comes also with keyless entrance and so on. You have also this button which you can start the engine from the exterior of the car. Just press it a few seconds while the car is locked. Let me show you. So let's try again. I have to lock it again, and then now you hear it and the engine it's on. What I like very much about this engine, the car comes in two versions, 2-liter petrol engine and 1.5 liter petrol engine. The 2-liter come with all-wheel drive. This one come with front-wheel drive only. The version that I have with me is the entry-level version. I talk about that also a little bit more in the review. Also the technical data will be in the description of this video if you want to find out more. I like very much that the engine, it's very silent. You barely hear it from the interior and also from the exterior. Yes, in the interior you hear it when you rev it on a little bit harder. I will show you as we go in this video. Anyway, the interior look gorgeous from my point of view. I really like those seats. Those are made not in real leather. This is like artificial leather, ecological leather. You can see CMA come from the platform. It's the same platform that Volvo XC40 use it. So basically they share the platform because they are in the same group. But other than that, lovely normal pedals. Let me go inside. You have also some storage space down here to put different items. I will leave the key here. You have a wireless place here where you can charge your phone. Let me press the brake right now. You can hear the climatic system because I start the engine from outside the car. So the point of it is to have the perfect temperature inside. Before you go inside, here's the start engine button or stop engine button, so you can definitely start it or stop it from here. Now the engine is already running, so all you have to do, press the brake, press it once, and then you're ready to go, ready to drive right now. It comes also with this beautiful panoramic glass roof which came standard all over the roof. It looks gorgeous. You can also open the first part. Lovely. Also the seats are pretty bright and big, so you have a very comfortable position at driving. You can adjust the steering wheel manually, up, down, forward, backward. Great visibility in the mirrors. And by the way, if you want to adjust the mirrors, you can save this button for the mirrors, the same as on Tesla. You can adjust it from here. Look at this. So you don't have adjustments here on the door, and also on the other side you just press the right side and then adjust it from here. It's very simple, very easy. You get around very fast with this shortcut. You can do it super fast. Anyway, you don't adjust the mirrors every day, so I think it's a best decision to do it like that. Also, everything you touch, it feels soft and nice material inside the car. It comes with ambient light here on the dash. Those vertical lines look pretty cool. Here you have the screen. We don't have the navigation on it. It doesn't come with a navigation system because they are based more on Apple CarPlay wireless. You can connect it wireless, and you have also Auto Do instead of Android Auto. They have Auto Do, so you can mirror the phone with the multimedia system. So yeah, this is something to keep in mind. We don't have a navigation, even though we have 2 digital screens. Also the cockpit is digital. You have plenty of information here, very useful information, but you don't have the map. I'm not sure, I didn't connect it until now. Probably I will do a separate video to show you how it is, and I'm not sure if you can see the map after you connect your Apple CarPlay, but I will test it in a future video. So yeah, definitely stay close to see that video as well. Other than that, from here, from the button behind, you can kind of change different information from tire pressure, from mileage, and information about consumption, trip, then vehicle condition, how many kilometers you can still drive with the gas that you have, how many kilometers have the car, and the tire pressure you can see right now is 2.3, 2.4, 2.3. I guess is not the proper tire pressure, probably 2.5 is the proper one, I'm not sure. Yeah, but or probably 2.4, so then it's fine. Anyway, I will reset also the consumption. It's very easy to go to the climatic system, even though you don't have physical buttons around here. You can go very easy and set up the climatic system. It comes with heated steering wheel, heated seats, and even heated windshield. This windshield, it's heated. Also the A pillar, it's made special, a little bit smaller, so you will have a very good visibility outside. Also this casting of the body of the car, at least this area, it's made in steel, so it's very strong in case of an impact, so this is also very important. It comes also with 360 degrees camera, which are very useful, bird eye view, so you can park it very easy, and you have also this 360, so you can see what it's around the car. And I notice and I use it these days, and it's very easy to use in small tight spaces. You can park the car extremely easy, and I have to say that I like it. Other than that, you have also the ambient light, the possibility to change the colors. You have 4 different driving modes. So you have intelligent mode, where the car will choose for you how to react. Also regarding, if you choose here steering wheel force link to the drive mode, but you can disengage that. So if you want to choose yourself how the steering wheel to be soft, you have the soft, and you have this steady. It's a little bit stiffer, so it's a little bit heavier, so you can definitely feel also when you stay in the right place, so you can feel like it add a little bit of heaviness to it. But you can also link it to the drive mode, so depending which driving mode you are, the car will choose for you. If you are in comfort, will be soft. If you are in sport mode, will be a stiffer, so I recommend you to link it to the drive mode. Intelligent mode will choose depending on the driving condition and the way you drive, how to drive. You have eco mode, where the car, it gives you less energy, comfort, and sport mode. We will try all these driving modes. We will go on the highway, in the city. I will talk a little bit about everything. I want to give you some technical data before we start driving right now. So as I said, my version that I have with me, even though it comes in 2 versions, all-wheel drive and front-wheel drive, the all-wheel drive version comes with a 2-liter 4 cylinders inline petrol engine, and the version that we have today is the entry-level version, 1.5 liter 4 cylinders inline. The power of the car 174 horsepower, 290 newton meters. It comes with an automatic transmission, 7-speed dual clutch. It's a wet dual clutch automatic transmission, 0 to 100 9.7 seconds, top speed 190 km/h. The trunk space 650 liter, and if you fold down the seats completely, 1610 liters. Definitely check out the review video to see more information about the trunk and space. Consumption 6.8 liter. We will check in this video if we can manage to reach this number. CO2 emission 158 grams, a little bit higher for this for 2025, I guess. So the fuel tank capacity 54 liters. The good part is that it comes with independent suspension McPherson on the front and independent multi-link suspension on the rear, ground clearance 19 centimeters, and the towing capacity up to 1,500 kilograms with brakes, of course. I think you should check out the full review video to get more information. The price of the car, at least here in Bucharest in Romania, it's around, because you have already a discount, 1,500 euro. It's 32,490 euro, and the all-wheel drive version, the GF, it's 38,490 euro. So if you want the all-wheel drive, which come also with a different transmission with an 8-speed, and it has more horsepower, so it has 238 horsepower. But I think this one, it's also more than enough. So let's drive it. Let me reset the consumption and let's drive it. And as I go, I give you more information. So I reset this consumption. We are on mileage. So let's drive it. Press the brake. Here you have the parking button and electronic handbrake. And then what you have to do, this is the stalk for where you change the gears. And then all you have to do is just go down. The thing that I notice is that first, when you start to move it from drive to reverse, you can see all the time it goes first to neutral and then to reverse. So you have to pay attention, because sometimes if you go back, you will think like maybe I'm in drive, but you're not. You have to check, because you're in drive, you are in neutral, and then you have to check the position. That's something that, yeah, could be a little bit more easier to understand, but you can get used with it. Now every time you go in reverse, you can see also this 360 degrees camera. What I notice and I like very much is the fact that the steering wheel is very light. I like that. It's very, very light, and the turning circle, it's pretty good, which is very important for such a big car like that. I try it in small spaces and I drive the car these days, and I notice that I can manage to go in small spaces very easy on small streets, like here for example. Turn it around like that, and then it's not hard to maneuver the car, even though the car it's relatively big, you know, so it's not a small car. Also, you can see more information in the review video. You can see how big it is and how much space you have. I was impressed with the practicality. Also, as I said before, I like very much that the engine is extremely silent, so you cannot hear it as long as you press the acceleration very steady, very small, very smooth. You have a lovely sound. I mean, hear this out. So as long as you press the acceleration slowly, smoothly, the engine will run also smooth. I like also the transmission, the way it's changing the gears, even though many times when you try to push it a little bit harder, the car have a little bit of delay, so the engagement have a little bit of delay, because we have those independent suspension. It has a pretty good, I would say, handlings over the bumps, which is quite important. It's handled pretty fine. I would say from 1 to 10, I would say a 7 for the suspensions. Over small bumps, small to medium bumps, is doing great. When you get over big bumps, then you feel a little bit stiffer. So, but in general, I think it's over the average in terms of comfort. I think it's more than fine. In general, don't expect to be a sporty car. It's built to be comfortable. It's built to be a daily driver in a smooth, relaxed mode, if that makes sense. I'm really curious to test out the all-wheel drive version. I think it's probably more aggressive, but this one, it's like perfect to just drive, relaxing driving without pushing it too hard. You can also push it harder, and I will show you when we go on the highway, and we will see there how it will react. But in general, the car it's made to be comfortable and to be driving as you know what, the train is coming, so we can definitely skip this train part, so we can go on the other side, and then we go on the highway on the other way. You can see that's the good thing. You can turn the car around in small spaces without any problem, and because it has a good turning circle for the size of the car, and that's very important, and I like that. Here it's a bumpy road, so we can definitely check that, so you can test it out. So as I said, over small to medium bumps is doing lovely. As long as you don't go over big bumps, then you feel a little bit stiffer. It's doing pretty good. Comfort is good, visibility is good, buttons here and the stalk, it's positioned very well, and I like the fact that this hazard light button, it's a physical button, and it's placed right here, right where you have your hand. So for example, if someone let you go in, right, and you want to say thanks, you can do it just like that, super fast. I mean, I think this hazard light button is the best place button I ever saw in a car. It's crazy. It's a perfect place right here. You have your hands here. It's like that, man. I mean, it's the best probably. It's right here. If you have your hands here, your finger, it's always here. Bam. Love it. Most of the time in some situation on the highway and everybody brake, you are here with your hands, so it's extremely easy to adjust it. Also, pedals feel fine, pretty smooth, pretty nice. The brakes are good, and sometimes it feels pretty powerful and pretty aggressive in certain situation if you don't press it very smoothly, but they are good. That's important. And for the size of the car, they are well balanced. The weight brake ratio, it's very good, so you don't feel like the weight it's coming and then the brakes need a little bit of time, a little bit of delay. No, you don't have delay on brakes, and that's good. I want that. Before, you know, was some SUVs where they are so heavy, when you're braking, you know, it feels like you need a little bit of time. No, here it's like it's well balanced. So it's pretty easy to go around. Right now we are in eco mode, and you can hear sound insulation at least at speed up to 80 km/h. As we drive until now, it's relatively fine. We will go on the highway. We try to drive a little bit faster to see how it is there on the higher speeds. You see, over those bumps you feel a little bit stiffer in the end, so it's not as smooth as it is over small bumps like here. You see, little bumps like this one, you see, it's like smooth and nice. Again here, you see, like big bumps, it's not like you're feeling harsh, but you feel like it's a little bit stiffer. Again, if you go slower, it's better, but still. Now, comfort is great. I like the seats, I like the position, I like the side supports, hold me pretty well. Visibility, it's lovely, it's great, and I like that the A pillar, it's very small, so you have a good visibility. They work a lot on positioning the mirror and also working on the A pillar in order to give you good visibility. I read about that, they try the best. I explain also the leg of the mirror, how they position it there. It's very smart. The car doesn't come with double glass, we have simple glass, and that's why I want to test it also on the highway. Today will be the first time when I go on the highway at high speeds, so we can test this out to see how the car will handle. I like the steering wheel. The steering wheel and the seats are made in eco-friendly leather, like ecological leatherette. Also the steering wheel and the seats, and it feels good. The steering wheel, like a quality, like the size, I like it. I think it's the perfect size. Yeah, let's switch to sport mode right now. Now in sport mode, it's much more responsive, the acceleration, and the pedal much more reactive. But the steering wheel, it's still soft and it has a little bit of delay, so don't expect that this car to be set up to be sporty. It has a little bit of delay, so you can't have fun as you will have with a sporty car. So the steering will have a little bit of delay, it's not so direct to the wheels. So, but it's heavier, so in sport mode it's heavier. That will help at high speeds on the highway, on the national roads. You can hear the engine stay at higher rev, so it can give you a much faster response when you press the acceleration, and that's kind of as I was expected. But yeah, definitely the steering wheel, it's stiffer, and it's important when you drive on the highway, and we will go now on the highway and we will test it. But also the handlings are fine. Let's say set up comfortable for a comfortable car. Now I want to go also a little bit on the highway so we can test it out how the car will handle the highway. But also I want to show you something. Let me go out here. So let me go out here. I don't think it make any sense to test the acceleration. Maybe. Acceleration, it's smooth, even though we are in sport mode. Smooth. It's not, as I said, it's not a sporty car. As long as you drive it, let me go in comfort. As long as you drive it, you know, like press the acceleration smooth and nice, and you try to drive it as normal as possible, the car will react excellent. I mean, it will change the gears perfectly in the perfect moment, perfect position, so nothing to complain about that. You can see on the screen you have a lot of information about the car and what's happening around the car, like the car in front of you, like the lanes and the speed and so on. So you have a great view also on the digital screen there, and you will see in a second, because I want to test it with autopilot. It has an autopilot, which they call it G-Pilot. You can choose to have adaptive cruise control or G-Pilot, and the G-Pilot will stay between the lanes, accelerate, brake, keep the distance, and yeah, it's a pretty useful feature on the highway and in traffic. And what I noticed, because probably they share it with with Volvo Polestar, it's very good one. It's better than many other cars and from other cars manufacturers. Let's go here and let me show you. You can set it up from here. You turn it on from here, from the steering wheel, and then you just set the speed. For example, here 80 km/h, and right now you can see with green the steering wheel and the speed, and in the middle you can see with blue that this is working. And I tested also yesterday and today a little bit before, and it's working so good. It stays perfectly between the lanes. It's warning you from time to time to put your hands on the steering wheel, but it works very well. You can see right now it takes the curves, it shows you the car left and right. It works really fine, man. I really like it. I think they did a great job. And you can set a higher speed. Let's go to 100 here, and you can see the car, it's accelerating. You can set the speed from here. It stays between the lanes, but it stays in a very good way. I'll have the hands here for safety, but you can see for yourself. That's, man, it's much better than most of other cars. It's doing really, you feel like you can trust it. Look at this, it stays perfectly between the lanes. And we are driving 105 km/h, and the sound insulation, it's still good. You start to hear a little bit of wind noise. The engine is not so noisy. This is great. We can also go a little bit faster to 110. You can see it sees the car in front and it's braking. It's keeping the distance between the car in front. It's still driving itself. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Now you hear a little bit of wind. I think it's a little bit windy outside too. 109 km/h. So from 109 km/h you start to hear some wind, a little bit stronger. If I go to 150 and 120, let's see that. The autopilot is still doing great. 112, you start to hear a little bit of wind and noise from outside now. 160. Stability, it's fine. It's pretty stable. Autopilot, it works very good. Let me disengage that because we see it already, and let's take the control. You feel a little bit of vibrations from the road, from the tires after 120 km/h, but stability, it's good. It feels stable, it feels fine. Yeah, probably if you change the tires, if you put some much higher quality tires, probably you won't feel that. Probably with summer tires will be better. Yeah, you hear some noise. Probably the noise, yeah, maybe from 1 to 10, I will say probably 7 from the point of view of sound insulation, and you can definitely see the difference because there are not double glass, there are simple glass, and probably that why. And yeah, but in general it's not something to worry, it's not something super loud, but yeah, you can definitely hear some noise from outside. Other than that, the stability at high speed is great, and we will try to drive a little bit faster when we get back now on the highway, so we can see at the back road how it is. I think the best driving mode is the comfort mode. I think the comfort mode is the best one. If we go to intelligent mode, let's switch to intelligent mode. Also around the curves, stay pretty good. It stays good. It has a little bit of boat feeling, you know, but it's fine. It's comfortable. It's fine. Doesn't have, let's say, it doesn't have the best handlings, but yeah, it is what it is. I mean, for this price range, I guess it's handling pretty well. You can see over those small bumps you barely feel it. It stays also good, but not the best, and it has a little bit of delay in the steering wheel, so you turn it and then you get the feedback from it. So in intelligent mode probably, yeah, they switched this also. But it's nice, it's well built. I would say it's fine for the price. It's more than enough. It's over somewhere, yeah, over the average regarding the price offer, you know. I don't know how many cars in this price range you can buy to be better than those offers on this car, like technology, autopilot, suspensions, and so on. Yeah, the intelligent mode will choose for you, but will have a little bit of delay. So if you want a faster response, you just go directly to sport. Now the steering, it's much better because it's more stiffer. I like that, because this is how I recommend you to drive on the highway at high speeds, on sport or comfort, but with steering wheel on stiff, steady. Stability, it's good at high speeds. I like that. It feels heavy, it feels nice. It's a good cruiser. And it has also plenty of power. I wouldn't worry regarding the power. But yeah, 130, 40, you hear some noise. It is a little bit noisy. And yeah, it's fine. It's relatively fine. I like the fact that the car is quite stable. It feels good. It's a good cruiser. Excepting the noise, it is a good cruiser. And we have 9.1 liter consumption until now, which is not bad. I would expect to be a little bit higher. Anyway, we have to go out of the highway now. So we have to wait for this car to pass. We can go in. We can go also a little bit in the city. But yeah, from my point of view, I think it's more than enough. see the brakes are fine too. You can switch to eco for comfort and then press the brakes. Let's go here. Let's park the car. It's also in tight spaces. You can turn it easy. It's quite nice. It's quite nice. The car, it's like, you know, if you want to have a comfortable family SUV, pretty big with a lot of space, great technology, good cruiser, and you don't mind having a little bit of wind noise at high speeds, super high speeds, I think this one might be a great car. I want to park the car and then we will end up this video if I have a place here where to park. If I don't have, I will just go in reverse right here. And if you want to go in reverse, keep in mind you have to go once in neutral and then one more time in reverse. And right now we are all the way in reverse, and you can see very clear on those screens exactly what happened in the back there. So it's very easy to park it or to go in reverse. It comes also with 4 parking sensors, so you have 4 parking sensors in the front, 4 on the rear, so it's extremely easy to park the car, and it's pretty smooth. Anyway, and then you put it in park just like that, and right now we are in park. It comes also with 360 degrees camera, so you can see what it is around you, and then you can deactivate this and you can see around the car, rear, side, front. Pretty cool. Anyway, and the consumption, it is 8.8 liter, 19.4 kilometer. Pretty good, right? So not bad, man, not bad. The consumption is really not bad the way we drive. I didn't try to drive economical. I just drive normal. Outside was pretty cold, 3 degrees right now, but I guess was colder when I start. No, it's good, it's good, it's good. It's pretty good. Nice. I guess that was the video, guys. I hope you get some useful information from here. Don't miss out to check out the full review with the same car. There I explain you everything: interior, exterior, material quality, multimedia. You will find out everything about the car. Also, I will leave in the description of this video all the technical data and information about the car, so definitely check it out. If you want to see the car, test drive the car, buy the car, definitely check out Neo Motors. I will leave the link in the description. So they are super nice. They will help you with everything, so check them out if you want to test drive the car. So that was the video. Hope it was useful. From my point of view, it drives normal, so it's not exceed at anything. I mean, it's not sporty, it's not super comfortable, the handlings are fine. I would say it's more like a comfortable, simple car to drive, you know, like a daily driving, go inside the car with the family and then move from point A to point B in a comfort with technology. And you have also a lot of features for comfort and for the technology. It has a good price, definitely. So that was the video. Thank you for watching, stay safe, and I see you soon in the next one. Bye guys.